Hi, today I am super excited. I ordered some of these solar recharging lights and they came in today. I have it upside down on the bed. It has not been opened. Um, I want to talk a little bit about these real quick. These have a small solar panel. It is extremely small. I did order the 15 watt. Has an on and off switch. Now, when I bought mine, it was cheaper than this. As soon as I bought mine, I guess it's automatic price jumping. I purchased two, and now for the same place I bought mine from, it's $21.99. I did not pay that. So what I did was I went on eBay today. Today is the 8th, and the cheapest one is $8.51. That is about what I paid for one of mine. Okay, so they're pretty cheap. And here are some battery packs if you're interested. This is a decent one right here. Like I said, I found mine at Walmart for $5, so it was on clearance aisle. And I want to open this up real quick. Let me see if I can do all this with one hand. Yeah. I should have two in here. Let me put this camera down real quick. Okay, here we go. Now, I would do this outside. I may end up going outside to test a couple things. Here's the lights. Let me open them up. Wow, it's really bright. I need to see if I can find one that's not charged. I only bought two. Let me get that out of there. Let's try this one. Well, this one's a little dim. Okay. That one's extremely bright. This one's a little bit dim, which is good because that's what I want. Now, if you have solar, that's great. You have a way to recharge stuff. If you don't have solar, how can you recharge things like this? Yes, it does come with a small solar panel. Now, I'm going to take this. Now, this is one of my battery packs. It's at 94%. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can use this on the light. I'm going to see if I can use my battery Jumpstarter here on that light to charge the light. Now, I do have two of these USB. Each one of these came from a dollar store. We have had this one a really long time. You can see it's yellowed. We have had this one for a very long time. Alright, let's check this out. Okay, what I did, I took the cord off of here, the charger cord. I turned it around, I plugged it into the USB, and I plugged the other end into the light that actually goes into the charging port of the power station. And you can see it charging. Alright, let me check a couple other things here. I'm just going to keep that cord right there. Okay, I have that plugged into my Jumpstarter. It does have a USB plug, a port on it. and you can see it's charging. Alright, I'm going to turn that off real quick. Now if you have one of these jump starters and you don't have USB on it, you most likely have 12 volt. That's where one of these comes in. There we go. So you can charge this from a car and other ways. Now what I want to do is I'm going to test a few different things. I'm going to take this outside. I just wanted to show this real quick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these solar panels outside and I'm going to attempt to do something. I don't know why I even have this hooked up like this. Okay, this is for the phone. I don't need that. Right there. I need that, and that, and of course this. Now let me run outside real quick. Let me gather all this up and hope there's enough light out. Now the reason I'm coming outside is, you know, it's kind of out, but I want to check something. I apologize for the time. Alright, I have this little solar panel hooked up to the light. The light is charging. Alright, now what I want to do is we're going to see what this can actually charge, this little bitty solar panel. Alright, I have it hooked up to a phone. It is charging. Alright, now one more thing I want to check. Sorry about getting my finger on the way. I have this solar panel hooked directly up to the battery pack. It is charging. Now these normally have about a 6 to 6.5 hour, something like that, for runtime. Now what I plan on doing, I plan on keeping my solar panels, this little solar panel, hooked up to here. Alright, then I'm going to take the cord and hook it up to the battery. Hold on, give me just a sec. Now if you can see right here, I hooked this up to the battery. It is charging. Now I do not believe this is charging at the same time. But if the solar panel can charge the battery pack and you can draw power from the battery pack, once you unplug this light, that solar panel should start charging that battery pack. So let's see. There we go. Given this is putting power into the light bulb itself, if you have it hooked up this way, once that light starts going dim, you can go ahead and draw off this battery. You know, if you want to do this, what it should be doing is it should be pulling from this battery. Once this gets disconnected, then the solar panel should start charging this battery pack again. Let's disconnect that. There we go. Once the light is disconnected, the solar panel will charge the battery pack. So, if you need this to run more time, than what this little lithium battery in here charges with, then go ahead and hook up something like this, and that will draw from this battery. It'll pull this battery down. It'll keep this battery charged for a longer amount of time, hopefully. I would have to really test this, given hours upon hours, but if nothing else, this would put power and keep this battery charged for a certain amount of time. And like I said, the solar panel is charging this. So we know the solar panel charges a phone, the light, and a battery pack. Alright, let me go back in. Let me grab this stuff. I apologize, it's dark in here. Alright, now what I want to do is, I've heard different things online. Let's move this. About using an LED light to charge another LED light with the solar panel. I'm going to take this in my bathroom real quick. Now I'm going to leave this camera on. I apologize for that because it takes me so long to edit these videos together. But I'm going to hook this up in my bathroom. I'm going to put that board in my bathroom. I'm going to hook up one light up to the solar panel that came with it. And I'm just going to put the other light there next to the solar panel and see if that will actually charge. I don't believe it will, but I want to make sure there's no lights on at all so we can see. Just give me a minute. I apologize for the wait. Midnight's in the door, so I can't shut the door. So I'm going to try to do this as fast as possible. Alright. I apologize for the echo. It's going to go in here. Here is one solar light in front of that solar panel. It is charging the other light. So, if one of the lights starts going low, if you put the solar panel, hook it up, and put the other light on it, it will charge and start to charge the secondary light. I was not sure about this. I have never used these solar panels like this, so I wasn't sure what it would do. Now let's see what it would do if we turn on both lights. Let's turn this one off, and let's put that light it's hooked up to in front of it. There you go. This light is hooked up to its own solar panel. So this, if you do something like this, if you put that solar panel close enough to the light, it may extend the runtime. Alright? I don't know how strong this is going to be, but it's definitely charging while it's on. So, you know that this solar panel will pick up the LED light. You can see the charging light on. Now, if you mount this close enough to the light, it may go ahead and help charge it while it's running and keep it on longer. You know, this is the test I was curious about. I apologize. Let me get out of the bathroom. Alright, let me turn this off. So, if you are living in a vehicle, hey Midnight, if you're living in a vehicle, if you're going off grid, you can see even here, just off the lights on, and I do have the door open, it's charging. The charging light is on, barely, but it is on. So, what we learned today, these solar panels, these little bitty solar panels, can charge a battery pack, can charge a phone. If you need, an extra way to charge this, if it's really cloudy outside, things like that, you can always set the solar panel under light. I have heard of people setting candles in front of these. I would prefer not to do that. But if I did, which I prefer not to, what I would do is I would stand the solar panel up, put the candle a good 8 inches away from it, and put some aluminum foil around the back of the candle so it would reflect the light into the solar panel. I do not plan on doing that. I don't believe in using candles unless I absolutely have to. I don't like the fire hazard. So what we learned today is apparently these LED lights can power or charge another LED light like this. Now these things usually only have a runtime of like anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, something like that. So any amount of extra power you can get to help it run longer is on the plus side. And like I said, I have been waiting on these. They come with little hooks. Other people have talked about these, I believe, on YouTube. But I'm the first one to actually try some of this stuff. That is really pretty bright. And it's only a 15 watt. I did get the 15 watters. It's all LEDs. Oh yeah. I put that light there. That charging light gets really bright. See that? So, let's see what happens here. I put the light right there at the solar panel, and it has a pretty bright charging light. So, like I said, what I do is I try to find things that will help us. This will help us. Okay, we already know to charge a phone, which we don't use this phone. We only have one phone that works, but this one will take a charge. It will charge a battery pack when we're not charging the lights. And what I would do is I would charge a light up, just charge it. And I would use one panel to charge other things, such as the battery packs. But if you don't have a battery pack like this over here, and you need a way to charge these, you can charge them from a vehicle with one of these. Now, each one of these came from a dollar store. And like I say, we've had this white one a really long time. You can see it's seen better days. But it works fine. So, I wanted to talk to you about this. I wanted to show you what my plans were. My plans are to use these lights as much as possible. Because when you have solar, a small solar system, or even no solar at all, these lights would come in really super handy if the power goes out. You can charge them by sticking the solar panel in the window or sticking it outside. You can charge your phone or other things with the little solar panel that comes with this. But you don't have to have it hooked up. I mean, you can carry it around. You can hang it up like one in the bathroom, or wherever you need it. Now, these are not super bright. And like I said, I do not know if turning it on next to the solar panel will extend the hour usage. I believe it might by at least a little bit. Because while it's on, see how bright that is, which means that battery in there is charging. While it's on, the solar panel is producing power and kicking it back into the lithium-ion battery that's in this. So I believe if you put this like right there over it. Just hang it over this panel. That would extend the runtime of your light bulb. And once again, I have been waiting on these. They came in like 4 or 5 days, which was a real shock to me. And, you know, I've seen other people talk about these, but I've never seen somebody actually test, you know, like a battery pack, or test to see if one LED light would help charge the other one. So apparently it does with the solar panel, which that's great news for me. Like I said, we may end up getting some more of these. The price did go up where I got it. I did show you a different place. These are the 15 watts. So if you're interested, they're $8 shipping. This is on bid. And here's buy it now, which is $8.97 with free shipping. So I took this off eBay today. So anyway, I wanted to do a little experiment. I will experiment more with these little solar panels. They appear to be extremely powerful little solar panels. They do have a sticky thing on the back. You can pull this off and it will stick, which I'm not going to pull that off. It has a front cover you pull off. This plastic, I may just leave that on. As you can tell, it's not on there very well. But what I would do, if you're getting this for a vehicle or for homestead, off-grid, I get some tape. Find the best place where you get the most sun and just tape it up in the window like that, so it's facing outward. These have like a 9-foot cord on them, from what I understand. I don't know. It looks pretty long. So if it is a 6 to 9 foot cord, you can go a pretty good distance. But I wanted to check this so we know a solar panel off this will charge a battery pack. It will charge a phone. Once again, if you don't have solar, these come with little solar panels to help keep them charged or to charge them up, which is a good thing. And you can use the panels for other things when these bulbs are charged. You can also charge them off something like that. In fact, you can charge them off a battery pack. I did make sure my battery pack was down. It's only at 95%. Before I started this, I plugged it into, you know, all kinds of stuff in this battery pack because I wanted to see if it would actually power the light or charge the light. So if the light's plugged in and you have this hooked up to the solar, it will stop charging. It will go straight to the light. Once you unplug that light, it will charge the battery pack. And that's what I'm going to do because I have 2 extra battery packs here. Anyway, that is a good way to charge certain things. I hope you enjoyed the video. I apologize for the length, and damn it, I gotta restart this. It restarted on me. I apologize. I hate this camcorder. But I have to splice the video anyway, so I might as well keep talking about it. Now let's see. Now closing the door off. Turn all the lights off here. Alright, you can see that's barely. There we go. So apparently it is charging straight from the one. So even if you only bought one and you hung this up over the solar panel, apparently it would help self-charge. Now I don't think it would charge fully this way. I think it would just help keep it from going down as quick. Once again, you know, I do appreciate you watching the videos. I hope this gives you an idea. I apologize I turned all the lights off, so it's really This camera really stinks. And I closed the door. So, if you're interested in these are all made in China. Now, if you can wait for it to get to you from China, these things are like $2 and some change coming from China. But I bought mine in the U.S. Of course, it's 10 times more than what you get in China. The capacity, this is the 15 watt. The capacity is 800 milliamps at 3.7 volts continuously. It says full charge of bulb 5 hours. It says the battery can be fully charged by the solar panel in significantly sunlight conditions. So it tells you can stick it on a roof or whatever. This I would not go with. It says it can be charged from a 5 to an 8 volt charger. I would stick with 5. So I wouldn't risk putting an 8 volt on there. I mean, you can see just the light coming in now is charging that. So the solar panels on these can be used for different things. The lights can be carried around, or they can be hung up. They do have an on and off switch at the top, and they are pretty bright. Alright, that's it. I hope that this gives you an idea. Maybe it helps you out if you're having to stay in a vehicle, or if you're looking for something off-grid, or even looking for a backup emergency light. Something that you don't have to worry about. You can just charge by maybe sunlight. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. And once again, that's it. Everyone have a good day. Bye.